Hey everyone, today we're going to be doing a chord progression workout. We're going to be playing along using these chords in the Hal Leonard book. This is on page 49 of the complete volumes 1 through 3. We're not going to be playing every single chord in there, but we'll be playing 9 of them. The first chord progression is A7 to D to E. So those 3 chords, we have A7, D, and E. When you're choosing what fingers to use, notice that when going from A7 to D, that these 2 fingers just go up a string. And when I say up, I'm always talking about pitch. So when I say move up, I might say that might mean go up a fret or go up a string, meaning go up in pitch. I know it's really confusing because, directionally I'm going down, but musically I'm going up. So if I ever say go up or go down, I'm talking about the sound of the note. Okay, so when you have A7 to D, you're going to want to use these 2 fingers on the 2nd fret. Okay, so we're doing A7, D to E, and we're going to have a metronome. And so we're going to play a chord for a whole note, so 4 counts, 4 beats, and then we're going to move to the next chord. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, repeat. And I think I want to do each progression, so each group of chords, 8 times. That's kind of vaguely what music does anyway, or what songs do. You usually hear a progression repeated 4 to 8 times. Very common. Not the rule by any means, but pretty common. Okay, so let's get ready to play the A7 to D to E. We're going to be nice and slow here. Okay, so this is counting quarter notes at 55 beats per minute. And I'll count us in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, D. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. E. 1, 2. And now we'll repeat back to A7. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. E. 1, 2, 3. Back to A. 4. This is our 3rd time. D. 1, 2, 3, 4. E. 1, 2, 3. A7. 4. 1, 2, 3. D. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. This is our 5th time. D chord comes. 1, 2. This is the E. 3. Back to A. 1, 2, 3. Here comes D. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. E. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, okay. 2 more cycles through. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Last time A. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's end on A as well. Ready? A. Okay, so hopefully you got 100% on that. If you did not get 100%, try it again. Just rewind it and play along. Okay, the next chords, we're just going to do 2 chords now, because G and C, there's a couple of different ways we can play a G chord. Okay, so in this book, I think it has the way to play a G chord is if you're going back and forth between a G and a C. Okay, so let's investigate a little further. My default G is like this with your middle finger on the 6th string. But in the book, they want you to go like this, kind of like what a C chord looks like. But notice how little movement there is when I do that. So C chord, G chord, C, G. Really. Just our ring and middle finger are the fingers that are doing the moving. Okay. So let's start with G. And we're going to have G with our ring finger on 6th string. So we have ring, middle, and pinky. So it looks like my pointer finger is hanging out, but and that's all it's doing. It's waiting for that C chord. Okay? So now we're going to do just these 2 chords, but we'll do them 8 times. Okay? I'll count us in. Let's start with a G. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, ready, go. G. C chord. Back to G. Let's do it one more time. G and the C chord. Let's end with one more G. Okay, so hopefully you got 100% on all those. If you didn't, again, go back and just practice along with them. And you can also slow down if you're watching on YouTube, on your tablet or computer. You can slow down. If it's too fast, you can slow it down 25%. 50 would probably be way too slow because it would be hard to count. So let's go to E minor chord progression. So now in this chord progression, there are 4 different chords that we're going to play. Starting with E minor. Then we're going to go to a G chord. And this G chord you can play however you want. My default G is with my middle finger here. So with E minor, G, A minor, B7. So a lot of songs, this is a very common chord progression. A lot of songs will use this chord progression. E minor, G, A minor, B7. I was going to start naming songs, but I would just rather get right to this. E minor, G, A minor, B7. Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, ready, go. E minor.
2, 3.
G.
1, 2, 3.
A minor.
4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
B7.
2, 3.
Back to E minor.
4. 1, 2, 3.
G.
4. 1, 2, 3.
A minor.
4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
B7.
1, 2, 3.
Back to E minor.
1, 2, 3, 4.
G.
2, 3, 4.
A minor.
2, 3, 4.
B7.
2, 3, 4.
E minor.
2, 3, 4.
G.
2, 3, 4.
B7.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2,
Let's do this 2 more times.
4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2,
One more time through.
4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3,
And let's play E minor after we play the B7.
3, 4. 1.
Okay, last chord progression, F to C. I chose these 2 chords because, just like the G to C, really we're just kind of moving our fingers in the same position, just jumping strings. The F chord is tricky because we have the bar chord. A very small bar chord, the smallest a bar can be because there's only 2 strings. So that's 1st fret on the B and C, then we get our middle finger, and then ring finger. And then going from F to C, we just move down the ring and middle finger. We go down, we're going down in pitch from D to the A. Okay, let's try that.
1, 2,
I'll count us in.
4.
Starting on F.
2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, ready, go. 1,
2, 3,
C.
4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2,
If it's easy, you can strum more.
4.
This is just the easiest thing to do. Get the whole notes first.
4.
You gotta land there on 1.
3, 4. 1, 2,
If you're not getting that right at 1, you need to slow down. Or work on your own without the video.
3, 4. 1, 2,
So you can strum more like this if this is too easy.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2,
That's 8 notes.
4.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Half notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2.
3, 4.
Last one.
3, 4. 1, 2,
End on F.
4. 1, 2.
Okay, so that is just an introductory chord progression workout. I chose those chords because they're all different. They're very common chord progressions, so you'll actually see those in songs that you learn. And we were working at 55, but when you're doing that at home, you can choose any chord pair, even if they don't sound like they should go together. Still, just take one chord and go back and forth, starting with whole notes, and then making that space smaller. So then doing half notes, then quarter notes, then eighth notes, and then choosing different chord progressions. You can do 3 chords, 2 chords, 4 chords. I even had students that would just do that exercise with the metronome, and then they just go, they'd go in a certain order, which I think is fine, because there's a lot of chord progressions that you might do something similar to that. Not every song is going to do that for sure, but you will want to be versed in just being able to move your fingers in all those different positions. That's what the general exercise is. So good luck. See you next time.